and see her. All you hardcores out there, how you doing? It's Big P here. Biggest gob in sport. Nice day for it, innit? Nice crispy Friday, innit? Hey? Before we start, I just want to give a big shout out to my pal Frank, Rick and Dave. They're all living it up in Tenerife, I think. Go on lads, I wish I were there with you. I couldn't get a pass, could I? Big shout out Welcome Estates. No, thank you very much to them. And Spartan Civil Engineering and Demolition. Oh, it's a lovely day, isn't it, today? I think we're going to do the top 5 blaggers in the sport of boxing. In my opinion, this is no votes. So we're going to do the top 5 in the sport of boxing. Who've blagged it? Hey? Well, this is who I think it is. In at number 5, you'd have to say bean. Runner bean, could have been, should have been, never been, baked bean, creepy bean. Old Beanie, 28 years at Sky. How did he keep that job that long? Simple. Tell you how, because he put everybody in, didn't he? He's backstabbed more people than God knows what. No people sending me emails saying you're being harsh on Bean. Bean looks after Bean, let me tell you. So people doing boxing, they look after their own end. How he kept that job there 28 years, it's beyond me, honestly. Unbelievable. Like I said, they all look after themselves, don't they? People keep saying to me, if Bean's gone, Johnny Nelson will walk in protest. Johnny Nelson will walk in protest. Not on your Nelly. Isn't that right, Nelson boy? Not on your Nelly. I mean, listen. People say, don't they, in boxing, he's me pal, he's me pal. Listen, when it comes to crunch, there's no pals in boxing. None. Every man for themselves. That's how just how it works, isn't it? That's just what happens. So, look at this here. In traffic. Go on then. Go on then, lad. In at number 4, top 5 blaggers in the sport of boxing, it's Cougs. Cougs has been around a long time, hasn't he, really? So you've got to give him a bit of credit, haven't we? Got to give him some credit. He's been at it years, he's an hard worker, very patient. He's good in front of camera and behind camera, but let's have it right. He's been tickling the feet, hasn't he, 12 years. They all sit on fence. I never really got that, me, about boxing people, especially YouTubers, sitting on the fence. Well, who do you think is going to win? Oh, yeah. Is that the company policy? Is that company policy, what we sit on fence and we don't give an opinion? We're just there to tickle people's feet. Is that what it is? Hey, give an opinion and grow a pair. It's not rocket science, is it? If you think so-and-so is going to win, just say it. I remember years ago, I walked into Steffi Bull's gym. Dennis goes, go round to Steffi's and see about them posters for that show. I went, alright. So, like, you know, like the good little boy that I were then, you know, you want to learn, don't you? I went round, oh, Dennis has sent me around, what do you need, blah, blah, blah. There's Robbie Barrett there. Remember Robbie Barrett? You're pokey, aren't you? Yeah. You said Richardson had knocked me out. I goes, yeah, he did. You could have cut atmosphere with a knife. Yeah, you shouldn't be saying that. Well, what should I be saying then? Hey, that you're gonna flatten him? I'm not like all them other YouTubers. Ritson did knock you out and he were in my bet. He put you to kip. He was putting everybody to kip then. Don't mean I've got hope personally against Robbie Barrett. Nothing personal. It's just an opinion. That's all it were. Just an opinion. But people lose their mind, don't they, if you say so-and-so is going to beat so-and-so. I say get over it. Get over it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So, Cougs, number 4. Number 3. This is a good one, this. Frank Smith from Matchroom, aka Spotty Frank. Now, Spotty Frank, I can explain it about Spotty Frank. He was trying to dictate who goes in dressing room and who don't in Abu Dhabi, so Pat Barrett just grabbed him and launched him. You nearly wet his knickers, didn't you, Frankie? I'm a nice guy, Frank. You're not about that life, Frank. You need to watch how you speak to people. It's not the first time that's happened to you, Frank, is it? And it won't be at last. Shut your pie hole. You don't control people like that. You're not from that world. And this is probably why you're buffer between them and Eddie. Do you know what I mean? So watch your P's and Q's in future, Frank. That's all you've got to do. No, Frank Smith, number 3, bronze medal position on top 5 blaggers in boxing. CEO of Matchroom, rising star. Rising star what? When Eddie Hearn signs off on anything. What must I have been at Dennis's then? Is that saying? Because no matter what you do, the people putting the dough up, they sign off on it, don't they? So too many people lose the knickers about these titles and that. Titles? What is all that about? Hey, you go running around getting people to sign contracts. Get a grip of yourself. Yeah, the bigger fights than what Dennis used to put on, but CEO, come on, Frank, do yourself a favour, mate. Stop it. Stop with this CEO nonsense, mate. You're whipping boy for Eddie. In the silver medal position, it's Bosch, Johnny Fisher, aka Boss Hogg. Now, Boss Hogg, what can we say about this man? He's eating himself to an early grave, let me tell you, a early grave. And this is in front of our eyes. Everybody's all laughing and joking. Look at the scran, he can eat him. It's not good, that. I could have put him to shame 10 years ago if he wants to have a pie eating contest. I'd have seen him off. I'm a shake man now. So, Johnny Fisher, aka the Titty Man Mark II. Stop eating all that food, you're going to kill yourself, lad. And that, we don't need a body on slab, do we? But you blagged it, haven't you? You blagged it, you and your son, Elmer Fudd. Well, let's have it right. He's a disaster waiting to happen, isn't he, really, Elmer? But it is what it is, isn't it? So in the gold medal position, there can only be one man that's blagged it this far. This man invented lying. There's Big John Fury, big fighting man on my boxer tricks. MI5 are watching me from the moon. 200 kilo deadlifts with me Corey. Big John Fury's in the mix again, isn't he? What can we do? He's always there or thereabouts, but he's come this far, hasn't he? All he's done for 8 years since he got out at Clink is talk about fighting. He's always going to do this and going to do that. And step to me and this and making threats against media and that. Not had a fight yet. When we're going to see you in a fight, John? Greg Hardy wants to fight you. When we're going to see it? You offered anybody out of a 50? Nicky Theo said, yes please, what happened? No, what happened, did it? Yeah, that was Tyson, and it wanted to fight Joshua because he's on slide, or Dylan White and Chisora. They're easy pickings. What about Usyk? Start calling him out. Joe Joyce? That'd probably be easy work for Tyson, that. Tyson is that good, but We're entering an era now where it's the poorest era in the sport of boxing for heavyweight. It's poor, piss poor. But what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I have to get my windscreen fitted now. And have a fucking pothole. I don't know why I'm avoiding them now, because it's cracked, isn't it? Unbelievable. Oh, pay road tax. You've got potholes all over the place. So welcome Estates. I hope everybody's okay at Welcome Estates. We'll be on that plane out there next week for some more graft. Or 8. Peace out.